I'm gonna say that while it's recording. I freaking love you. And we're back. I say we're back like I left. I just started. The pod. Here we go. Start with the ice. This is special because this is the first episode in a few that actually has ice. Like the real deal. It's not artificial. I'm here with the man himself, Logan.
Hello.
Logan, we've known each other some time, I guess we can say.
A long time.
He said a long time. Yeah, how we meet, Logan?
Like most people in high school.
Okay.
No, in middle school. Right. Goes back that far.
Yep.
I believe it was probably at lunch.
Yes. We spent many lunches together.
Because you were friends with Bryant.
Okay.
And I was already friends with Bryant, and then you came and ate lunch with us. That's probably how it began.
Yeah, I was a go-getter even as a child. All right, we met that far back. Roll the Oscars pod. You were definitely a big part of my Roll the Oscars. You used to act back then. You were taking acting classes.
Yeah.
I tried to get in on those classes. I don't know how much of this you know about.
No, I do remember. You told me.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I tried, and then your acting teacher fled to LA. Is that what you went?
I didn't realize the timing was that perfect, but
yes.
It's funny.
Yes. As soon as I said I want to take classes, and she went, I can't, and fled the state.
Nice.
She's very smart.
It's a sign you don't need coaching.
Exactly. That's when I just went all solo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's how we met. You were actually part of my first interview thing I did for the channel. Like one of the very first videos. How much of that do you remember? The build up. Like how
I don't remember the exact content, but I do remember when you were starting a YouTube channel. I was there.
Which is still going strong, by the way.
I changed the name and then got it stuck like that.
Yes, I forgot. Yes, tell this story. I want you to tell this story for the pod because I have not changed this name for this reason.
Right. You stayed logged in on my computer because you used my computer one day, and I pranked you by changing the name to your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Which was
knowing that it takes a month to be able to change it again.
Facts.
So it was. I forgot the original name, but I changed it to Talkie Time with Chris.
Yes. Why? Do you have a reason? Like why?
Because it was funny.
And it has stayed like that ever since.
Talkie Time with Chris.
Talkie with a Y.
I was hoping you'd keep it.
Oh, I definitely did. I will never change that name. Because it has a story.
Yeah.
It was you and Hudson. Y'all were in that little.
Was it him?
Yeah, because y'all were the only two that like went off campus for classes.
Yeah, it might have been with him.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think, probably was.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. I've been definitely, yes, that is why the name is as it is. So many people have, not so many, but a few people have been like, what happens when you become like older and you still get that kid name? I'm like, well, you know what? That's how you know the fun is still there. That's
yeah.
We did that.
It's a bit of history.
Yeah. So that's the history behind the name. When we first did that podcast together, you built a swing set. Mm-hmm. Okay. You remember how you did it? Or like what
tools?
Yeah, what tools? Look at you. He did it with tools.
Oh God! Looking back on that project, it was such a shit show of a project.
Really?
Being honest, yeah.
I liked it.
I know.
What was wrong with it?
It was the first time I tried to build anything. So
yes,
and
how old were you?
17.
17. You built a whole swing set. When I was 17, I was working on building like the Jenga tower. Like that was architecture at its finest.
Always the jokes with this one.
So you had the swing set. Okay.
Should call it jokey time.
Joke. It's too late. It's talking already, which is so much more fitting. Because that's all I do on this channel is talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had the swing. Go, talk about swing set.
Yeah, it took a couple months to build. I think because it was a lack of planning. That was definitely the main thing.
You improv that? Or or you just kind of
No, I didn't improv. I had some like loose plans, but it was just a culmination of like not knowing how to build things and not planning it very well. But you know, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Why? What didn't you like about it?
Well, the craft was not that good.
Okay.
You know, there was a lot of shoddy craftsmanship in that swing.
Heard that.
It's still together.
Is it still? You still have it?
Yeah. But I made the seat out of oriented strand board, which doesn't sand very well if you don't know. And it has the potential to give you splinters.
Have you gotten any?
Good. No, I have not. Okay. No one's gotten any splinters, but it has the potential. And it also looks bad.
Okay.
I didn't mask the ground properly so that when I sprayed it with stain got everywhere and stayed like that forever.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And the cuts didn't line up properly when everything fit together. Obviously, that can lead to mold and things you don't want, potentially falling apart.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of mistakes that we.
Dude, I'm smiling right now because it's so different hearing you talk about it then and hearing you talk about it now.
I know.
I
know.
Yo. Okay.
I was so excited. I felt like such a badass. I was like, I built a swing and I'm only in high school.
Dude, honestly, okay. You suggested this before the pod. I'm gonna put it in the pod so I do it. Remember when I edit it? You want a clip of that video that we did? I'm gonna put like a little clip of our first interview together.
Logan, what are we sitting on right now?
We're sitting on the latest and greatest technology in swings.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this.
So it's made out of wood and metal with very little glue and no nails. And it's just a nice little swing to swing on.
That's good. I think it's good for context.
Yes. The swing, I was a fan. Dude, it's so crazy just how much we've learned in 3 years. Yeah. Because I remember even me filming it, I never flipped the camera. And I kept it one shot. So I was like, here's Logan. And then I would show the swing and I would just switch hands and just kind of run it. Oh, dude, yes. Audio was all windy. Dude.
Yeah, you just whipped out your phone and started filming.
Yeah, much like now, but now it's
no.
It's a
this
different.
time you whipped out your phone and a bunch of other things and set it up, and then started filming it.
Exact progress.
Yeah, progress.
Dude, yeah. When you first talked about it, you did not. Did you even know about masking and any of these other things that you said?
Not really.
No, that's dude.
I drew a picture of it in my notebook, took some measurements, and then I made it from there.
Yeah. That's insane. Okay. Process now.
Process now?
Exact same as that's how you know it's going to be good.
It starts by planning my entire life so that there's time for it.
Yeah, okay.
And then I block out about how much time everything in it. First, I get a list of materials. I model it in the computer. And then I get the plans for any like parts I need to cut or something. And then I'll make a materials list based off of that. Try to account for any tools I might need, any fasteners I might need, anything like that. And then once I have those plans and I feel like they're good, I'll go to the store and I'll buy all of those materials. Hopefully I have enough. I try to. It's basically just a lot of like thinking where you might have gaps in the plan. And so once you get all that, you come back and you can plan out the time that everything is going to take exactly, or as close as you can get it, and then you just knock it out. So basically, you front load the planning stage.
Yeah.
So that the actual fabrication is a lot faster and easier. And so that's what I didn't do was I kind of planned and fabricated as I did the whole thing, and it took a lot of time. You do the planning first, and then you do the fabrication.
Which you can just put with anything. That's honestly similar answer if I ever talk about videos and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
That's
it goes a lot faster once you plan. This is obvious. Most people know this, but
not 17-year-olds.
Not 17-year-olds.
And honestly, we don't even want to do planning. Or just let me do it.
Right. It's that high school mentality.
Yeah, which, has its perks. It gets you started. Nobody wants to do all that planning and then find out, I don't even like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
You probably wouldn't have even finished it.
Right.
Yeah.
I barely did.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have taken 2 months of building a swing. Most people do that in a couple days.
Yeah. Me, it would take me a couple years, but most people. That's crazy, yo. Okay, so I have not seen you in how long? When was the last time we spoke?
Definitely before the pandemic. Probably fall 2019.
Really?
I went to a comedy show.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
We took the bus. I remember.
Either going to a comedy show or just coming over to Autumn and Brian's place to see you.
That's right. You did.
One of the two.
Yes, it was very few and far between though.
Right.
Like after freshman year, we didn't really do a lot.
Right.
So okay, let's talk about let's catch up, and then we'll talk about what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah. See, plan it. You gotta plan it, and then
Yeah.
we'll fabricate it. Okay. What have you done since freshman year of college? You're a junior now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you'd be surprised to know that most of it's school.
Wow. Yeah, I did not see that coming. Yeah, definitely. Wow. Okay.
I basically have the same routine every semester where I have a design course that takes up most of my time, and there's usually a topic that goes along with that course, and we spend the whole semester making that project, and then it's just filled in with other classes that I need, pretty much.
Okay. And you gotta be in school for 7 years, right?
For what?
You gotta be in school for 7 years.
6.
6. Okay. So you have the classes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Over the first 2 summers after high school, I worked at a summer camp.
Is that by the Y? Back home?
It's owned by the Y.
It's owned by the Y. Okay. That little outdoor camp.
Yeah. And this past summer, I didn't do anything because the internship I was going to have got canceled on me.
Okay.
And then last fall, I interned virtually with an architecture nonprofit.
Okay, so many questions. Okay. Let's talk about the internships.
Okay.
How'd you get them?
Well, I've only had one.
Okay.
And I got it because I had connections, pretty much.
Okay. What professors or students?
With my mom.
What? Okay. Heard that. Okay. So, and this was at an you said, where was the internship?
An architecture nonprofit called COACT.
Okay. And what'd you do?
I did a lot of things. I mainly assisted with modeling, but I also helped run focus groups. I was on a lot of discussion forums. I helped host a lot of online events, stuff like that.
Fire. Okay. And you have to be in an architecture program to get those internships.
Nope.
No.
Nope. It was unpaid. Anyone can do it.
Oh, okay. Is that the thing with unpaid? Is that any major can do?
No.
Is that a thing?
Some unpaid internships do have requirements.
Okay.
This one does not because they were really just looking for help.
Oh, okay.
And obviously the fact that I was in architecture and I had that background helped.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not going to refuse you because of it.
Okay.
Just because they need help, you know.
Are you required to have internships for your degree?
For being a licensed architect, yeah, you have to have a certain number of hours of accredited internships.
It's crazy.
Most of them pay, so it's not like exclusionary.
Okay, and then those are okay. Do most kids just get them through the school, or is it really just go out and find them?
The school hosts some job fairs. You can also look at job forums, stuff like that. Make connections on LinkedIn.
Do you use that? Is that like a big thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should get on there.
I should.
No, don't join the corporate world. You're too pure for it.
I make a podcast and a vlog. Is that of any use?
No, your stuff is still very indie, which I like.
That's independent, right?
Yo, it's that indie. That's how you know.
When I was younger, when I was younger. It's like 17 in high school, I would look up films, and anytime I saw like short films, I auditioned for. Anytime I saw indie films, I was like, I just thought it was like international.
No.
That's what I thought. I was like, what is? I don't.
It means
Yeah.
yeah, it means
Yeah.
independent.
yeah. So, all right, let's roll to the Oscars. All right, so this is my road to the Oscars. Just making stuff with people. What's your dream job?
Working as an architect, preferably with affordable housing, solutions to homelessness and gentrification, stuff like that.
That's amazing. Here's the thing: when you were younger, your dream job was a lot broader, right? Just
Was
architect.
what?
A lot broader.
Oh yeah. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, just straight up architect. And now you're kind of okay. Inspiration. Why specifically with affordable housing?
Well, as college has gone on, I've realized that my job isn't just for me.
Okay.
I have to consider other people when I'm doing things. I can't just be an architect all willy-nilly, you know. Like, my job has effects on other people.
Yeah.
And I think it should, and those effects should be positive. So, instead of just letting my architecture affect people, I'm going to control its effects on people.
That's crazy. Okay. So architect with affordable housing. We have inspiration. What have you done to get there?
Right. So the internship that I had
Mhm.
dealt with those things a lot. We hosted a lot of forums, a lot of focus groups, coming up with solutions to these problems, potential solutions to these problems that we can do as architects. We don't have a lot of institutional power as designers. That's mainly the developers and the contractors.
Yeah.
But there are some things we can do in design to make these ideas palatable for people with more power. So that's what we did in the internship. I try to pick studio topics, because we are allowed to pick, that relate to these problems. So for example, this semester I chose the studio that's focusing on repurposing the Austin portion of I-35,
Okay.
making it into housing,
Yeah.
making it less of a barrier between East and West.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I've done so far.
That's dope. Okay. So you're here. Okay. New question. So we're in this specific circumstance. Kind of just we took the opportunities. We used what we had. Kind of gets where we are now. Let's say you go back to 17 with the same knowledge you have now. What would you do differently, architect-wise? I hit him with the good one. He had to think.
I'm not sure if there's much I could have done. I
Which is fair.
would have chosen a different job out of high school. I chose
Okay.
the summer camp job because it was offered to me.
Mhm.
So probably would have used my summertime more effectively. Definitely would have started planning earlier, because it makes life way easier.
Planning job or school?
Planning everything.
Okay.
Not everything, but most things.
Okay.
Just planning in general. I would have started that way earlier, because it makes me more effective as someone who can do good. And then I didn't have much choice over studios in the first couple semesters, so I couldn't have done anything there. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, so for the 17-year-old that got lost and found my channel and is watching you, wants to be an architect, what's
It's a very niche audience.
yeah, for that dude, there's probably a lot of them. 17 wants to be an architect, right? So you said you would do different job out of high school.
Yep.
What type of job?
Something in manufacturing or related to probably carpentry or metalworking. Here's probably the better one. I could have started with COACT, because it's an unpaid internship. I could have done that.
So just doing the internship sooner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting started with that.
Those are some good questions. Y'all didn't think I had it in me, but
Surprised me.
Okay. So I hit you up. I said, "Yo, let's do the podcast." I feel like you kind of ran through some scenarios in your head of what you think this would have been like.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at me. With
Not very, not a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. Would you? Not really so much a review, but like, what have we not talked about that you kind of want to bring up?
I don't think I had anything that I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
I knew there were some things that you were wanting to talk about, and we've talked about them.
Fact.
But that's I didn't have anything specific. I kind of because when you put it on your story that you were doing the podcast, and you were like, who wants to be on it? And I said, yeah. I didn't know you could see that.
Facts. Okay. All right.
So the reason I agreed, I guess, is more because of why not than why.
Heard that's true. Okay, so on my Instagram story, I got the it's a little, I don't know what it is. It's like a little poll thing. It's like green and red, and I just go, hey, who want to be in it? And I put me and not me, and he didn't know it wasn't anonymous. Like when you click those, we can see them. So people click them, and then I'll go through them, and I'll be like, oh, okay.
I kind of just wanted to see the results, which is why I clicked.
which is why most people. But honestly, I would have texted you eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Our bond is too deep.
Yeah, I was hoping you would, but I'm glad it worked out that way.
Yeah, it did. All right, man. I got through the big stuff I want to talk about. Now we're just gonna kind of let improv flow. Kind of just see where it takes us. Let's talk about where you live, man. So first year on campus, where'd you live?
The dorms.
The dorms. Okay. That's
Yeah.
right. Which one?
Jester. You've been in my dorm.
Yeah. Was it east or west though?
It was east.
East. Okay. That's right. That's right. We were in the same building, and I did not see a whole lot.
You were on the 3rd floor or 5th floor?
9.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was way up there.
Right.
Yeah.
I came to your dorm once when you were moving in.
Yeah, and what'd you think?
It's the same as mine.
Same as yours?
I mean, no, wait, it wasn't because
you had the
community bathrooms.
That's true.
You had the shared bathrooms.
Which is dope. I was down for it. Yeah. You had the shared ones.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about it?
It's basically a private bathroom. I mean, I never saw anyone in there.
Okay. Heard that. And then you moved to another place. How was it just like a standalone apartment by itself? Just kind of out there?
Yeah, it was a 1-bedroom. I got it because it was cheap, and it seemed like I had a lot of space.
And did it?
Yeah.
Were you happy for that year?
I was.
Okay.
But looking back, it was bad.
It was bad looking back. Okay.
It was bad.
Heard that.
Yeah, it's not. So I guess the most important thing now to me is the fact that it was less than 500 feet from the highway, and that's not good for air quality. Apartments should not be allowed to exist that close to a highway. Really? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and you didn't know this moving in?
I did. Well, I knew it was. I could see the highway, so I knew it was close.
But like that was.
But I didn't know. I didn't know.
You really felt the effects of that?
I don't know if I did, but it's bad. So
heard that.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Heard that. Okay.
Got a lot of roaches in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you get rid of them?
They were dead when they got in there, so I kind of just threw them out.
Yeah. Just picking them up with tongs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big problem. Was roaches. Not a lot of natural light. It was a bad place in terms of natural light.
Got you.
There were only windows on one side of the apartment, and they were small, and they were covered.
Okay.
So if I had to quarantine in that place, I would not have gotten a lot done, and I would have been very depressed.
Facts.
So
so nice.
Yeah, and there's a lot of natural light in this place.
Are you a realtor guy or not? Like, do you like to get somebody to help you, or are you just?
Well, I had one of those housing assistants for the first place. I guess you can tell how that went. So
heard that.
I kind of just looked on my own.
Was it far from campus or not?
The first place? Yeah, it was like a mile.
Okay.
So not that bad.
And do you have a car now, or you just bike everywhere?
I do have a car, but I bike most places or take buses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm trying to think of things that I'm actually interested in talking to you about. I haven't seen you in so long, bro. I feel like.
What have you been up to? I don't know.
What have I been up? Oh, yeah, we could talk about it. Since 2018, okay, yeah, let's start from the top. 2018, did the dorms, and had the classes. I wanted to go D1 for football. It didn't work out. You do remember that? Dude. There was a football player.
You can't go D1 when you're in college.
That you can walk on.
What?
You can walk on, yeah.
Okay.
You didn't know that?
Okay, well, I'm gonna be kind of mean. You weren't going to.
Okay, look. Great story. It would have been a great story and it would have been fun.
It would have been a great story.
Yes.
Would have been.
At the time, I was like, I could so do it. Like, I had to. I can't looking back. I had no hands. But then I was like, it's a goal I could attain. Why not? So I really thought it would be fun. That was really the main. It's just one of those things where you're like, you have to close that chapter in your life before you can move on to a new one.
Right.
And sports were just everything for me. You know what I mean? So I was like, I have to give it one more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have to see why I couldn't physically.
Right. Yeah.
And really, it just came down to they had tryouts in my high class, so I couldn't because of scheduling. That's
Yeah, that was the reason.
yeah, just scheduling, man. Back to planning. It's really, it would have been so fun though. So that was first semester. Second semester, I took like a theater class. That's kind of dope. And I started going hard with like videos and stand up. You came to my shows. They're not all that.
From what I know, you've gotten better, right?
From what some would say worse. Dude, I don't really have jokes, bro. I just kind of be saying stuff, and they kind of laugh at it. I'm more comfortable on stage.
That's kind of most comedians.
That's true. Well, yeah. The good ones have some stuff to say. That's really what separates them. But I'm more comfortable for sure. Definitely a big difference.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I had a lot of debt after first year. The dorms were like $10,000, so I was like, all right, let me chill. Yeah, with that debt, I had to explore everything else in my life, stand up and video wise. I had to get all that kind of under control before I could bring classes back into it. Yeah. So I put a pause on classes. First year I lived alone. It was dope. I said lived alone. I meant like I provided for myself. It was dope.
Where'd you live?
The block. It was in 2x2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shared a room. So it's 4 people in a 2-bedroom, and we all pay $500. Fire. Here's the thing. For the first 6 months, I just lived with Brian and Autumn on their couch.
I do.
But still had the lease because it was closer to work. Because I walked everywhere.
Yeah.
It was 10 minute walk instead of 20. So I lived on our couch for the first 6 months, and then I moved back to my place. For whatever reason. And then COVID hit. Then my roommate moved back home. So for the first 6 months, he had his own room. For the last 6 months, I had my own room. And yo, it was so big. For one person, it's huge. For 2, it's like small. So look at that.
It creaks a lot.
You hear that? That sounds like my car when I put it in park.
It's like 20 years old. So.
Yeah. No, it looks fire though. Is this Spotify?
Yeah.
Nice. You're gonna see my podcast on here one day.
Hopefully.
At the very bottom. On the rankings. Yeah, live by myself. That was dope. Really big for one person. I tried TikTok. You know about TikTok?
I do. Yeah.
You do? Okay. Are you a fan?
No.
No, yeah, me neither. I was not.
I'm probably.
But you're off social media in general, right?
I'm on Instagram, and that's it.
Real? Okay. Yeah, honestly, social media, I'm not a fan. Just because I'm just like, I'd rather just be doing stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
That's
post
exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah, I just post so people can like watch my stuff. Because I'm an entertainer, so I'm just like.
You're not a scroller.
I mean, yes. I don't want to, but yes.
Right.
But yeah, for a while, I just unfollowed everyone on social media because I was like, I don't even want to have a feed. You know what I mean? Just to break the habit.
They still give you one though.
Bro, I followed like 30 people, and it was just the sports stuff. And that worked, and I started a podcast, and I was like, well, I gotta start following people again so I can mess with them. But I did that, and then so first year was dope. You know what my diet was? Rice.
I probably don't.
No, actually, yes, I do. It was just rice and hot sauce for that 99-cent bag of rice, and then just hot
Chris.
sauce, bro. Dude,
Were you at least taking like a multivitamin?
no,
or something?
no, straight. That was it, and I was so happy.
Okay, PSA, that's not healthy. Don't do it.
No, but
Take
like
multivitamins.
when you on your own, you know what I mean. You're just naive and you're just out here. That now I'm good.
Okay.
But like then, dude, my pantry, and I would have like a friend over, and I'd be like, "Want me to make you some rice, bro?" I will share with you, bro.
Maybe a sandwich once. A peanut butter sandwich.
I did.
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
When?
I was over at Autumn and Brian's place, and
Yeah.
you were like, "I'm making a sandwich. You want a sandwich?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Nice. Yeah. So that was dope. And then what happened? I guess. Oh, that was COVID. Okay. And then I moved home because no stand-up was happening. So I was like, why am I even spending money here?
Right.
And so then I reapplied for the fall. Kind of missed class a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna change the major for sure.
To what?
That's a good question. It's a great
It
question.
doesn't really matter if you're an actor, though, right?
Exactly.
Obviously, you want to do something similar to that, but it doesn't. You don't need a certain degree.
Exactly. So I'm gonna do something where it's like, what job would be kind of dope to have? You know what I mean? That's what I want to major in.
Are you looking for like a backup?
Not even. Yes, but no. Like, yes, but no. Like, yes, something else to do that's not acting. I'm kind of splitting them. They're not really backup. It's just something to do until acting is a thing.
Okay.
So, you got any habits? I drink
Habits?
coffee.
Well, I've recently started drinking caffeine.
Really? Drinking caffeine just straight. He just gets caffeine and just straight to the veins.
in the form of pre-workout, but yeah.
Okay. Which one?
Stimulate with an 8.
That's how you know it's good. When it makes letters and numbers like math.
Oh, it's garbage.
Is it really?
It's strong.
Okay.
I'll just say that. It's strong.
So it works for what you want, but it's just tastes better, or like you don't like any
You
of it?
gotta modulate it. You
Okay.
can't have it. You can't have it in the dose they want. You know.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, here's my question.
Make
So
you all tingly.
yeah, I thought drinking caffeine and then working out bad for your heart.
Well, caffeine is bad for your heart, and working out is bad for your heart while you're doing it. But
Yeah.
working out will make your heart better in the long run. And yeah, caffeine's probably not good for your heart. So
Yeah. So why? Okay. So isn't pre-workout just caffeine?
pre-workout's a lot of things, but yeah, the main thing is caffeine.
Okay. So why do people take pre-workout and workout?
They
Just
take-
for the energy, like purely, but even it's so bad, isn't that like terrible?
Well, it activates your fast twitch muscle fibers, which are important for building muscle.
Yeah.
They're like the bodybuilder muscle fibers.
Yep.
So that people take it to activate those so they can get better lifts.
Yeah.
In my case, better hangs.
That's okay. That's one thing we didn't touch on. It's still recording, but it's just telling them my phone's gonna die. 35 minutes. We're killing the game. That's one thing I didn't touch on. You're rock climbing. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
So you got in. Very beginning. Why rock climbing?
Why rock climbing? Well, it's about a feeling, right? That's why people do things, right? They like the feeling.
Okay.
So I like the feeling
Of hanging from rocks. No.
Yeah, I like the feeling of, I like the feeling of the movement. I like the culture. I like being outdoors. I like indoor climbing too. For speed climbing, I like how it makes you feel powerful. I like completing it. Completing routes.
What got you into it? What was your first exposure to it?
Well, I worked my first job was at a rock wall.
The YMCA. Okay.
Right. So I was in charge of that whole thing.
Yep.
And then when Summit opened up in Fort Worth.
Yep.
That big rock climbing chain.
Mm-hmm.
They opened a gym in Fort Worth, and I was like, yeah, I can finally drive to a good gym.
Facts, I'm with you.
So that's when I really got into it.
Okay.
And then I joined the team in college.
And how many years were you on it? And are you still on it?
I'm still on it.
Okay.
So 3 years.
Okay. And then your success at it.
Sure.
What, okay. Talk about your time being a UT rock climber.
Unfortunately, COVID has only allowed me to do one full season,
Okay.
and I did pretty well.
Okay.
I got to nationals.
Yep.
Nationals is hard.
Yeah.
So that's
Be weird if it was easy.
yeah. It would be,
Nationals is a breeze.
it would be weird,
Okay.
given my level. But
Yeah.
then the most recent season, there's technically one going on right now, but it's weird.
Yeah. First, you just gotta record yourself climbing.
That is it.
Yeah.
You do that. You record what you do at a gym
Yeah.
for like a week period, and then you submit it, and then they rank you.
Yeah.
Right? It's weird.
It's not the same.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm taking a season off.
Yeah.
But the season before, it was going well. I was on track for my goals, and then COVID hit. They canceled regionals and nationals.
Okay.
So
first season, what's it like?
first season.
Yeah.
First season was fun. It
Okay.
was
Is this like we're gonna teach you how to rock climb kind of thing, or is it like tryouts? You have to be good.
It's like a team.
Yeah.
You gotta try out.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not like gonna send you away if you're not good yet.
You just
but
won't compete.
You have to show a lot of effort.
Okay.
And you obviously have to get better.
Yeah. And you came in. Were you already like one of the best, or were you?
No, I was not. I'm still not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So a little challenge on the side of architecture.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely good for someone's mental health to have that kind of thing. I just like it because I like being better at it.
Heard that.
And as previously said, all the reasons I like it.
Yeah. You built this little rock climbing thing right here.
It's my home wall.
This is what I'm gonna ask you. Of all the things you've built since you were 17, some of the most things you're proud of.
This is by far the best thing.
Let's talk about it. This, if you're not watching the video, you're just like going on audio. It's I'll have you explain it. What is it?
So it's an 8-foot by 8-foot lean-to rock wall.
Yeah.
A lot of people built these in quarantine because they needed somewhere to train. So
you built everything from the wood to installing the rocks to making the pattern. That was all you.
What do you mean by building the wood?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is not building the wood, but like putting the backbone, like putting it. So as you planted the tree, you grew.
So there's, I guess, a couple components to note. So there's the main wall itself, which is 2x6s and plywood.
Okay, you made the wall.
Yeah, I made the wall.
Okay.
And then there's the straps, which is just webbing, 1-inch webbing.
Okay.
Then there are some of these holds are handmade. They're carved.
What kind of rocks are those? Do you just buy like rock wall rocks at the store, like shred up?
Yeah, you can buy them online.
Okay.
But these are handmade. So this was made out of like fence board.
You made each rock.
All the wooden ones.
The wooden ones. Okay, I'm with you.
Not the plastic or So just the wooden ones.
That's insane.
Just from scraps.
Yo, that is insane. I'm wrapping my head around this right now.
Well,
that's insane.
Holds actually end up making these builds a lot more expensive than they should be.
That makes sense.
The holds you can spend hundreds of dollars on.
Yeah, how many holes do you have?
I don't know, like 140.
Oh my god,
something.
That's insane. Yeah.
However many holes there are on the wall, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the plastic ones you see, they were about $80 altogether. The grayish rock looking ones were a gift, and then the wooden ones were free because I made them. And all together, I'd say I don't even think I broke $500 for this wall.
Wow.
Which is for a climbing wall, it's really good.
Yeah.
Like people can spend thousands on these.
Facts.
Which I was not about to do.
If it's
So it's very convenient. It seems to be making me stronger, which is good. So
it holds your weight. That's insane. No, I mean here's the thing.
That's important, right?
For anybody who's like a professional that does this stuff, yeah, but like you did this.
Yeah. So by itself, it's around 300 pounds, and it's plenty strong too.
Did you just build that right here, or did you build it somewhere else?
No, I built it at my parents' house.
And you drug it in here.
Yeah, it comes apart in the middle actually, so it's able to fit through doors and stuff.
That's insane. Oh, the black and the brown, they fold in. Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a vertical seam in the middle, so
Okay.
it bolts together at top and bottom. It can come apart.
How long did it take you?
3 days.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying. I front loaded all the planning.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
3 days to build.
That's insane.
It was about a week of planning and then 3 days to build it.
That's crazy. Okay. Still recording, but phone's like, oh, we got 10% now.
Do you need a charger?
Nah, man. I think we're about to wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else that you want to talk about that you've built?
I also built a desk.
Okay.
But
Let's talk about it.
That's back home.
That's back on.
Yeah,
Okay.
not
What
much
kind of simple desk or it's got drawers and shit?
It's got a slot. It's 3 feet by 4 feet.
Okay.
Dark walnuts, lacquer finish. It's supposed to be a mid-century modern style desk.
Okay. You're saying these words. You're describing it beautifully. I'm just not in the world. I'm just picturing just a wooden desk.
Right. You need pictures,
With
right?
the drawer. Yeah.
Well, they're on my Instagram.
They're on your Instagram. Look at that. Are we gonna link it? I don't know. We'll see how I feel in the editing room. I don't want to commit. That's one thing I've learned is that don't commit to things that you're probably not gonna do. I would love to link
You
it.
can choose to promote it if you think it's worth it.
I would love to, but will I remember? Who knows?
Who knows?
Check the description. Let's see how good I am. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Here's you built that. Okay. Do you build things and sell them?
Not yet.
No. Oh, but you're getting into that.
Maybe.
That's gonna be insane.
It has to be profitable. Like, this is not... Nah. I probably couldn't... I could probably sell this for a profit, actually.
Oh, definitely.
It has to be, like, something I can do in my free time, though.
Yeah,
I don't really have a lot of free time to make it a business.
Heard that. Crazy, bro. This is a great podcast with you. Thank you for being on it, honestly.
Thank you for having me. This is a
Dude.
good throwback.
Dude, it really was.
Yeah.
I love this idea of catching up with people. So when I cycle through all the guests, I'm definitely gonna hit you up to come back.
Okay.
I
look forward to it.
You know what?
Better be on Spotify by then.
Dude, I think it's like $10 a thing to put on Spotify.
Oh, it costs money?
Yeah, I know for music it does.
Oh.
Because I once upon a time had a
Never
music
mind.
career.
Never mind. You'll make it big on your own.
Yeah, I make it just straight from YouTube.
Yeah.
This is crazy. How do you want to end it, bro? I think that's gonna be my outro. Is just having the guests do what they want. How do you want to say goodbye to
Stay frosty.
That's my thing. You remembered it.
Wait, really?
Yes, bro.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
You don't remember it? Did you know I ever said it ever?
No, but it just kind of, it felt right.
Dude.
Maybe that's why.
Dude, okay. When I first started making music, I'm gonna put quotes around that. I would always say "Stay frosty" at the end, and then I brought it back to the podcast. I was like, "Just stay frosty," and you said that. That's amazing. Yeah, stay frosty.
Accidental throwback.
That's dude. See, that's how you know we were really friends. I didn't make this up. No, we really, yeah. Cool, man. That's that. I love you.
Good catching up. I love you.
He said, yeah, okay. I was like, he didn't say I love you back. That's fine. All right, man. Yeah, stay frosty.
Stay frosty.